Hello students, I am Dr. S.V. Thakre discussing the topic nuclear hazards and human health risk from the subject environmental studies for the class SYBSc. In earlier presentation, I have discussed what is actually nuclear hazards and their sources. So there are the two types of sources, man-made sources as well as the natural sources. And from these sources, various radiations and the isotopic particles are emitted out during the natural processes or the man-made processes. Hence, the radioactive substances when released into the environment are either dispersed or become a concentrate into the living organism through the food chain, and they typically gives out the two types of effects on the human beings or their lives, the somatic effect and the genetic. So here we first discuss the somatic effect. The somatic effect, the function of the cell or the organs of the individuals get exposed and it causes the damage to a cell membrane, mitochondria and the cell nuclei, and that results in abnormal cell function, cell division, growth and death. The another effect of nuclear hazards is the genetic effect. The radiations can causes the mutations which causes the change in genetic makeup of all cells and affect the future generation also. These effects are mainly due to the damage to DNA molecule. People suffer from the blood cancer and the bone cancer if they are exposed to higher doses around the 100 to 1000 range. Nuclear hazards effect can be either initial or a residual. Initial effects occur in immediate area of explosion and are hazardous immediately after the explosion. The principal initial effects are a blast and radiation. So the blast causes the damage to the lung, rupture of eardrums, collapse the structure and causes the immediate death or injury. Thermal radiation is the heat and light radiation which a nuclear explosion's fireballs emits and producing the extensive fires, skin burns and the blindness. Nuclear radiations consist of intense gamma rays and neutrons. They are produced during the first minute after the explosion. These radiations causes the extensive damage to the cell throughout the body. Radiation damage may causes the headache, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea and even death depending on the radiation dose received. Whereas the residual effect can last for a day, years and may lead to the death. So there are some possible human health effects due to the nuclear hazards. First, effect on DNA and mutation. Radiation may break the chemical bond such as the DNA in the cell and causes the mutation. This affects the genetic makeup and control the mechanisms. The effect can be a instant, prolonged or a delayed type. Even it could be carried to the future generation also. The next nuclear hazard effect on a human health is general physiological effects. Exposure at low doses of radiations, men do not die but begins to suffer from fatigue, nausea, vomiting and the loss of hair. But in this case, the recovery is possible. After that, the nuclear hazards also effect on human immunity of the human health. Exposure at high doses, the bone marrow is affected, blood cells are reduced, natural resistance and the fighting capacity against the germs, viruses are get reduced. Blood fails to clot and the irradiation person soon dies due to the infection and the bleeding. The next effect through magnification through a food chain also the radioactive effects are experienced by the man. For example, strontium 90 behaves like a calcium and is easily deposited and replaces the calcium in the bones tissue, and it could be a pass to the human being through the ingestion of strontium contaminated milk. Then another nuclear hazard effect on the human being is that causes the cancer. Cancer generation is the most typical health effect of the radiation exposure, especially when high or moderate amount of radiations are involved. Lung cancer is typical example of the effect of exposure to the radon, which is the second leading cause of the lung cancer in US. So due to these nuclear hazards that affects the human health, so the control of these nuclear hazards is must. So there are different control measures for the nuclear hazards are discussed in the environmental studies. Peaceful uses of radioactive material are so wide and effective that we cannot go without them, but also there is no cure for the radiation damage. Thus, the only option against the nuclear hazard is to check and prevent the radioactive pollution. Following are the preventive measures for the nuclear hazards. First, leakage from the nuclear reactor, careless handling, transports and the use of radioactive fuels, fission products and the radioactive isotopes have to be totally stopped. Safety measures should be enforced strictly and strengthened against the nuclear accident. So there must be a taking the safety. Then another control measures are there should be a regular monitoring and the quantitative analysis through a frequent sampling in a risk area. Preventive measures should be followed so that background radiations level do not exceed the permissible limits. Appropriate steps should be taken against the occupational exposure. Then the last control measure is waste disposal must be a careful, efficient. The control of radioactive pollution from the natural sources is difficult, but efforts can be made to reduce the level of pollution from the man-made sources. So sometimes there is the need to work into the nuclear power plant in medical diagnosis workplace. So there the humans and workers gets exposed to that nuclear radiations. So there are three factors that influence the radiation protection. First, distance from the source. The exposure decreases with the square of distance from the source. The second preventive measure is time of exposure. The time of exposure should be kept as slow as possible to complete the particular task. Then the shielding is the third factor that influence the radiation protection. A shield made up of dense attenuating material may be placed between the source and the surrounding. So now in this presentation, we have discussed the nuclear hazards and their effect on the human health. Next, we discuss the controls of the nuclear hazards. So after finishing this, here we will discuss the multiple choice questions on this topic. The three factors that influence the radiation protections are distance from the source, time of exposure, shielding, D, all of these. So the answer is all of these. These three factors, that is distance from the source, time of exposure and the shielding, is the factor that influence the radiation protection. Then second multiple choice question. Radiations can causes the mutation due to first somatic effect, then genetic effect, then none of this. The answer is genetic effect that causes the mutation. Then third question, the effect of short-term exposure to the high radiation could causes the tissue damage, inhibit the tissue function and unrepairable tissue damage. It causes the tissue damage due to the short-term exposure. Then the general physiological effects are due to the exposure at low doses, high doses, medium doses or none of these. The physiological effect is due to the exposure at low doses.